think big guy who's decided to turn the couch into a jungle gym right now. He's made himself at home, which kind of gives you an impression of what he's like. But Thursdays simply wouldn't be the same without our weekly feature Pick of the Litter, brought to us by our friends at Best Mattress. And today we're chatting with Max Blaustein, the Marketing and Communications Coordinator for the Animal Foundation. And he's brought in my new little bud here, Ramsey. And Ramsey is one of the most handsome chaps you're going to see this week on TV. Tell us about Ramsey's story. Well, first of all, I love rescues and names, and why you guys pick names. So why Ramsey? Why did this guy get Ramsey?
You know, I don't know. A lot of times, you know, we see so many animals that we're trying to just come up with any cute name, and I think Ramsey just fits him. You know, he's got that blockhead. And he's so loving. He's such a good boy.
He has been spending time here, like I said, just enjoying the couch and, you know, having some fun here. So he's very stoic as well when his presentation, but he's a lover as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, he is such a good dog. He's been with us since the middle of November. And since then, you know, he's been in our training classes. He's great there. He's great in playgroup. He runs around. He loves all of his friends. He gets along great with the pups.
He likes a head massage.
He sure does. And the behind scratches, those are his absolute favorite. But
So the Animal Foundation itself, could you expand on what your guys' mission is? You know, what type of animals you're on the lookout for? You know, how you fit in with the community here?
Yeah, so we are the open admission shelter for Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Clark County. So when any animals come in through Animal Protection Services, they're brought to us. And then we just do what we can to save every healthy and treatable animal in the Las Vegas Valley. And of course, Ramsey is one of those boys. So we just want to make sure that he finds a loving home, whether it's through one of our rescue partners that we work with here in the Valley, or if someone just wants to come on in and adopt him.
Like other rescues, obviously the primary goal is to take in and for intake and then obviously adopt out as many dogs as possible. But every rescue needs foster families as well.
Yes.
For handsome men like Ramsey here, in order to thrive and be ready to rejoin and find a forever home. So you guys in the need and look out for foster families?
Always, yeah. You know, so the shelter, it's really just an unnatural place for a dog or a cat or any animal to be, really. So we have a couple of programs. There's the foster field trip. So if you just want to like take a dog out, you know, to Mount Charleston, go for a hike, take him to get a pup cup, that's an option. And that works really well because the dog gets a little break from the shelter and we get to learn about, you know, how they do in the car, if they're good around, you know, kids in the park, ducks at the park, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then if folks are looking for more of a long-term option, we do have foster placement we ask for like a 2-week commitment in your home, and that will allow us to, you know, learn more once the animal gets a little chance to decompress and see how they do in the home, maybe if kids in the home, another dog, that kind of thing. You can always see how they do, and yeah, it's just so beneficial. We learn so much.
Yeah, and I always think it's always important to stress to people watching at home to do with fostering. People might think it comes out of their own pocket, they need to buy dog food. You guys will supply food, bedding, you know, trips to the vet, whatever it needs to do to keep the dog, you know, comfortable and in shape, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We just need the folks at home to provide, you know, a loving home and just take care of the pups, and then we provide everything else. Very
quickly with Ramsey, what kind of temperament does he have? What's his personality like? You know, people always like to attribute personalities to breeds, and I always say that dogs are like humans. Every dog has their own personality. So what is Ramsey like?
This guy is such a love. We were riding over in the car and he was giving me little kisses like that through the, you know, through the ears there. And one of the stories that we had when he went on a foster field trip, he was getting returned in our clinic, and there was another patron there with a human kiddo. And
he thinks he's a 5-pound lap dog, by the way, guys.
Lap dog, but he was also trying to play with the kid. He like showed him a toy and was just like, you know, squeaking it at the little kid. So he's very, very loving, very sweet.
Well, Ramsey's a great example of what you guys do and what kind of dogs you can find at the facility. What's the adoption process like? Can people apply online first to speed up the process?
Yeah, so there's no online process. We just ask that folks come on down to the shelter to adopt. Our website is updated as animals are either adopted or as they become available for adoption. So if you see a pup or a cat or a duck on there that you're interested in, come on down, talk to our adoptions counselors, and then we'll be able to see if it's the right fit. You can meet them, you know, hang out in the play yard with you and your family, and then hopefully
you guys
come
have
home
ducks?
with a new friend.
You said duck. You guys have mallards or anything?
We have, so being the open admission shelter, you never know what you're going to get. We usually have like a pig or two, some chickens, some roosters.
Could be anything.
We've had a duck, you never know.
Well, if you guys want a Ramsey in your life, and this guy is incredibly handsome, a lover, you see from that photo there, very photogenic. You could start your own Instagram account for him. But to learn more about him and the Animal Foundation and how you can adopt, help, volunteer, foster in any capacity, head to animalfoundation.com. And remember, if you adopt Ramsey from watching this segment, Best Mattress will give you a free pet bed and all the kisses that you can handle.